For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 10 of Season 3 here at Real Oviedo. I can't quite believe we're in double digits for this season already, but we are. And we're also on Halloween, about to head into November, so we're getting close to the January transfer window. Almeria to start us off today, followed by Real Madrid, followed by Borussia Dortmund. So, shit. We've got some big games to play today, but we are in unbelievable form. In the last episode, go back and watch it now if you don't want spoilers. In the last episode, we got a 4-0 win against Malaga, a 5-1 win against Spartak. That's back-to-back 5-1 wins in the Champions League, and a 4-2 win against Bilbao in the league as well. Can't quite believe that happened, but it did, so long may it continue, although Real Madrid might have something to say about that. Almeria in the Cup, I'll play a rotation side, so my full-strength team is available for the game against Real Madrid. Real have won 8 of their opening 9 league games so far, so I'm not too confident, but for some reason the game always seems to make the world's best teams play worse against you when you don't have a very good team. I've always found that, like, even with the Cambridge series, and even with the Cambridge series I did on FIFA 15, against teams of a similar ability level, I struggled. But against the big teams, I always came away with positive results. And I've never really understood that. And I know a handful of you in the comment section have said that you've found your experiences to be quite similar. So we'll just have to wait and see how we get on against Real Madrid. But they never seem to fulfil their potential, the big sides. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens or what transpires in this. The second game, well, not this one, because we're about to play Almeria in the Cup. But I'm just going to go and change my side around. I don't know why I'm walking you through this. So drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more content. You'll be seeing this on Saturday, I think, which means I'm back from Germany this morning. But as of yet, I don't know whether I have plans for today or tomorrow. So I'm still going to have to record ahead at least an extra couple of days because it's Bank Holiday Monday. Apologies about the car going past. It's Bank Holiday Monday, and also on Tuesday I'm going to sign paperwork and get the keys for my new house. So even though I'm in Germany for a week, I've still got a shit ton to do when I get back home. So it's still going to be hectic, I'm afraid. So I am still recording ahead, but oh dearie me, it's going to be rather stressful for the next couple of weeks IRL, I think. But hopefully it'll be worth it in the long run. I'm going to stop waffling now. My side is pretty much complete. I'll see you in game. Timor in there to Abel Hernandez, through the gap to Hirovic. He's on his right foot, but as we saw from last episode, he does have the odd decent finish on his right foot too, but his left was called into action there, and it's a good save from the keeper. I tried to knock that down to Abel Hernandez, but Korb just couldn't win the header, unfortunately. First chance goes my way, but it's a good save from their goalkeeper. Here's Nano. Oh, he's done me there. I thought he was going to burst down the line. Decent ball in as well, and Kie wins the header. It was on target, and it was dangerous. I probably should have played Hurtado for this game, shouldn't I? But never mind. I'll play Hurtado in the Champions League. He's going to get there, Gonzalez, and Abel Hernandez will hold that up well and get it round the corner to him again. Someone's ended up on the floor in the middle, but I haven't even got the ball anymore. Alright, cheers then. If you're just going to pass it straight to me, then I'll just run off and miss the target is what I'll do, but I was hoping that was going to end up in the back of the net. He quite literally passed that straight to Abel Hernandez. That's something that I would do in defence, not the CPU. I don't know what they're playing at. Half an hour in, it's still 0-0. Kie drills it in there to Fidel, who's backing in. It's a good turn. Poor shot, though. Not really going to cause Aritha Balaga any problems with an effort like that. We go for a quick counter, maybe. Fidio obviously has the pace. 97 acceleration, etc. 93 sprint speed, I think, is what he tops out at. Timor out wide to Gonzalez. Abel Hernandez is in the middle there. And I'm actually just going to drive into this space now. And we'll try a shot on his right. It's a good stop by Castro, although there wasn't too much power behind that. Gonzalez will take the corner. In it comes. It's going to be over Abel Hernandez, but we'll come back to Gonzalez. Dinked in. And, Hirovic is there, but unfortunately, wide of the target again from him. Hirovic out there to Gonzalez. Out to Varela. Let's cut inside. Nicely done. Timor. Korb. Hernandez. Hirovic. Hernandez again, maybe? Or kind of being forced backwards here. Hernandez again. No. Varela into Hajrovic. It's a good turn. Driving forward. Free kick, thank you very much. That was a bit obvious from Fran Velez there. It's a bit far out to shoot, isn't it? It is. Let's give it to Varela. And see if he can. Well, not Varela, Vidio. I meant Vidio. Stand it up and score? No! I'm not entirely too sure how that's ended up in the keeper's hands. Unless Retsos has quite literally just headed it straight at him. But I was certain that was going to be us going 1-0 up there when I saw Retsos at the back post unmarked. They've done brilliantly to avoid going behind. We've got a corner. See if we can score a goal before half-time. It's come in. Leisner with a header. Casto rather theatrically dives away in a fashion that he really didn't need to. But I think that's going to be 0-0 at half-time unless the referee, no, gives me the chance to build something else. 0-0 at the break, but we've had the better of it. Back there to Motta. Down the line into Puertas. But that's Retsos's ball. Leisner in there to Fernandez. I was hoping you were going to make me a run there, to be honest, Video, but you just kind of stood there. Into Hajrovic. Jose Fernandez has made the run. It's the right back that we're relying on right now, and the right back doesn't give us a 1-0 lead because Morcio, or Morquillo, gives them a great defensive block, and that was probably headed wide actually, but Aziz will bring it down and just get rid. Pressure still on here at the start of the second half. Hajrovic will throw this back to a teammate who will eventually take a touch. Gonzalez got it in there to Timor. It's a good drop of the shoulder, but he's not strong enough. But he is strong enough, but he's not strong enough. Nope, he's not. Nice tackle by Varela. And Velez out wide there to Fidel. He's turned well, really well, and scored brilliantly. Now, not only is that them in front, that's an away goal as well, which doesn't help the situation. But Fidel has done incredibly well there. And then he's just fired it into the back of the net. It just bobbled in front of him, which gave him the opportunity to put his foot right through it. And he's hit it on the half volley there. It's flown into the back of the net. Fair play. Korb into Vidio. Back there to Varela. Into Vidio again. Having more of an impact on this left-hand side now that we've switched him out. And he seemed calling for it there on the edge of the box. So we'll get it back to Korb, but unfortunately I can't find him properly. Making a couple of changes now. Korb is actually coming off here for Galdamez. And tried to throw that to Vidio and it just wouldn't throw it anywhere but straight in front of him. And I've also brought on Luis Sanchez at cam for Hajrovic, who was playing fantastically well. He was just really, really tired and not being as involved in the game as he previously was. So 13 minutes to go. I've made some tactical changes. We'll see if they work. Fran Velez out there to Fidel. Back to Fran again. To Nano. Drilled into Pozo. Kie with a strange first touch. Fidel just taking his time here. Oh, wow. On to Zungo. That's not the way I needed to end the game, was it, really? Stoppage time at the end of the first leg. Almeria make it 2-0. Clearly my tactical changes, they didn't work that well. It's currently 3 minutes past midnight. What I might do is play Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund tomorrow. And actually come back in a fresh session rather than push on whilst clearly not playing very well. So I will be wearing different clothes the next time you see me in about 5 seconds time. Although I didn't do too badly, but for now I'm going to go to bed and then I'll see you tomorrow. But you'll see me in about a second's time. Not the strongest Real Madrid lineup again here. Mariano as the main striker, Stendera at cam, Marcus Llorente there at CDM, and Jairo Riedewald at centre-back, alongside Jerome Boateng, of course, but no Sergio Ramos, no Cruz, no Modric, no Benzema. Still Bale and Ronaldo, so they're going to be decent enough going forward, and they are top of the league, having won 8 of their opening 9, or wherever it was, so we know that they're good, and we know that they're in great form, but will they be good enough against me with the goal-scoring form that we've been in? Of course, there was that game against Almeria that we'll brush under the carpet, and we'll try and move on quickly from that and stick to our league form rather than our apparent domestic cup form. Straight through the gap there to Huselu, out wide to Konoplyanka, through there to Chicharesi. Oh, I just had to time that a little bit better, I think, but no, Castro's buried it anyway. 11th minute, we lead by a goal to 0, cutting them through the middle. Castro just arrives. Just pushed forward from midfield, seen them start to make the run and then just keeps going. Thankfully we timed the pass well and that defensive positioning was not good enough. 1-0 Oviedo. Bit of space here for Konoplyanka to run into. Danny Carvajal caught out of position. Turns inside here. Konoplyanka will go for the goal. Headed towards that far top corner, but it's comfortable enough for Keylor Navas. Looking to push through, but he's not strong enough for Ed Lewis. They've got no creativity here, Real Madrid. I really don't understand why this is a thing on FIFA, and I know you guys have experienced it too, where the top sides just don't play like top sides. They don't play to their full potential. They play weakened teams against you, and even the world's best, like Bale and Ronaldo, just don't play like Bale and Ronaldo, or as good as they should do for their ratings, and it becomes easier. Like, I found this game easier than I did against Almeria in the Cup. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. It should be so much more difficult against teams like Real Madrid than it is against the likes of Almeria and Numancia and teams like that. But they haven't even had a shot yet, Real Madrid. Ronaldo crosses that in, and Mariano will not be able to do anything with it because he's Mariano, and I've cleared the ball away. There's no danger here from Real Madrid whatsoever throughout the entirety of this half. They've got no creativity. They just can't seem to do anything. It really frustrates me that the game is like that. Hopefully in FIFA 18, the top teams play like top teams, field their strongest 11, and give you a good game, because this at the minute is just too easy. I'll do into Mariano. Looking to get into a bit of space to cross, but not found across it, although he has found Marcos Llorente, who kicks that straight against Stendera. Well, there's Real Madrid's first shot on goal, and he's literally just kicked it straight against a teammate. Haselu tackles the defender in the middle there, who's now stayed down injured, but no, he's all right to continue. Carvajal will sweep this out wide to Marcelo, out to Ronaldo, but touch is very, very heavy. I've missed the ball there with a challenge from Kiko, though, and from the man in the middle as well. Mariano, just trying to stop him from getting it back to Ronaldo, to be completely honest. And Kiko's defended that and gotten the ball off him without me even having to do anything. Marcelo picks up the loose ball though. Ronaldo, nice little drag back, but Ronaldo was offside. Well, brilliant. Rico into Castro, who there's to Cicciaretti, to Haselu. It's going to drop free to Cicciaretti, who's laid it out wide here to Kirchner, who will wind up the cross, and Carvajal will win the header, is what will happen. Carvajal will win the header. Cross to come in from Castro, and up goes Vezo with a header. Was headed wide, I think, but Riedewald just made sure. Rico will keep that in. Put it back to Kiko Feminir. We're pushing for a second here, but we haven't yet got it. Lewis into Haselu. I wish I'd taken that free kick, actually, now that player's broken down. James has come on here for them, as has Toni Kroos, but they, as of... Oh, how is that a foul? He's literally just stumbled into me. Never mind. Still 1-0 up with 20 minutes to go. Kroos over the top looking for Ronaldo, but Castro wins the header. Ronaldo will get to the loose ball though and look to accelerate away. Kirchner with him. They've brought on Kroos, James and Morata, but there's only 13 minutes to go. James around the corner there to Bale, and it's well blocked by Lewis. Can't get it away though. Bale will turn again. Tripped. Was it inside the box or outside the box? I think it's outside the box, just. The yellow card for the defender. The referee surely would have run and pointed straight at the spot, to be completely honest. If it was a penalty, I would have thought, yes, it's a free kick. I'm going to take someone off the wall and put him on the line here instead. Are they trying something from the training ground? I think Bale will still shoot. He has done, and he's straight into the wall. And we've headed it clear with Haselu. James with an awful attempt on his weak foot. Still 1-0 up. Kirchner in there to Pineda. Marcelo's committed and will turn in well. And Castro, I'm just going to hit it from the edge of the box. Oh. Oh. Lucas Castro has just scored a 30-yarder against Real Madrid. What a strike. He turns on it, sets himself. Well, it's more 25, but still, what a goal. Absolute hit. I don't know what James is doing. He's too busy holding his nuts by the looks of things. Oh, he got fingertips to it. Keylor Navas as well. Wow. 2-0. Castro with a brace. And then to Cicciaretti. Can't hold off Toni Kroos. Buys it quickly to Ronaldo, whose touch was pretty poor. Bale to Marcelo. Popping up in a cam spot, the left back. Danny Carvajal on the overlap. Slowing down. That's a good cross. And somehow Morata got to that ahead of Ruben Vezo. Not really too sure how. Positioning of the players was very heavily in the defender's favour, but never mind. We'll get the ball away, and there's not much long left in the game now. I don't think there'll be more than, well, 3 minutes added on here. I was going to say more than 3, and it is 3. Definitely not enough action in the game to warrant 4 or 5. Could play this over the top though, looking for Kirchner. We could be in for a third. I'm going to drill it across the goal. That wasn't really drilled, but it's not even going to reach anyone anyway. Kroos to Bale. They could get themselves one back here, Real Madrid, but it baffles me that we can come and come to the Bernabeu and play Real Madrid, who've won 8 of their opening 9 games, and dominate like that. That sort of situation needs to be fixed for FIFA 18, and I really hope it is. Anyway, 2-0 to Almeria, followed by 2-0 against Real Madrid. Cheers then. Let's go and play Borussia Dortmund again. Dembele, tackled by Timur. Video quickly to Hajrovic. Trying to make the run around the outside there, but it just wasn't enough space for him. Timur will get this all the way out wide here to Gonzalez, who can drive in towards the box. He's got Stefan Savic closing him down. They are playing 3 at the back again, and Abel Hernandez can't shoot on his right foot. Not first time, at least, without settling the ball first. He has slashed at that, and it's gone a long way wide. And they are playing 3 at the back again, I think. I'm pretty sure they're playing 3 at the back again. What are words? Yes. I think that is the exact same side that played against us in the first game, which of course we won by 5-1. Don't think that'll be happening this time though. Hajrovic into Abel Hernandez, back there to Sanchez. I'll dink that now. Are you onside here, Abel? I'm not sure. I'll shoot anyway. Berkey makes a good save. He was onside. We'll take the corner. Video to whip it in. And it is whipped, and underneath it, they've actually got a lot of really tall physical players back there, Borussia Dortmund, so it's not going to be easy to win any physical encounters like that, but hopefully we can give it a good old go in future. That one not quite coming off, but Hajrovic has turned well, and the shot is blocked by Stefan Savic. We'll have another corner. You've got Savic, you've got Subotic, and Weigel's in there as well. Abel Hernandez gets caught on it there, penalty given. An opportunity for us to take the lead here. Ousmane Dembele swipes the legs of my striker, and it's a clear spot kick. You see him take control of the ball, and then he quite simply just kicks him. Just kicks him in his standing leg. It's a clear penalty. Abel Hernandez will step up to take the penalty himself, and score it. I was going to say have it saved. Keeper went the right way, may have gotten something on that, but it ended up in the back of the net anyway. Oviedo 1, Borussia Dortmund 0. We'll have a look and see if he did get something on it. It should slow it down. Yeah, he did. He did get something on it indeed. But never mind, not enough to keep it out. We lead. Emre Moore. Cross there to Dembele. Back to Emre Moore again. Oh, I caught him after he took the shot. I was just trying to get a block on it. Thankfully, either the referee didn't see it or just didn't deem it a foul because he'd already gotten his shot away. But that was very close to a penalty to Dortmund after we just scored a penalty at the other end. Unfortunately, I've not been able to find a pass forward there either. So after 31 minutes, we stay 1-0 in front. Emre Moore out to Ousmane Dembele, shifting it from foot to foot. Cross could come in. Still. Emre Moore. Oh, he's jinked away from me. If he'd have buried that, I could have done nothing but applaud. The dribbling from Emre Moore there was out of this world, but thankfully for me, his finishing very much in this world and very much not of the quality needed. Hernandez down the line to Gonzalez. Cuts inside well. I'm just going to keep driving into this space whilst it's there to run into, and we'll wait the pass properly, and Luis Sanchez is a whisker away from giving us a 2-0 lead. That would have been the start to the second half that I was after. Great way to pass there, just away from Roda, but he couldn't wrap his foot around it because of the pressure from the defender, and couldn't squeeze it into the bottom corner of the outside of his foot either. Well, that's dangerous, very dangerous. Timur with the tackle. Video just runs off with it. He's still going here, Video. We'll poke that for Hernandez. It's brilliantly played. Abel Hernandez, 2-0. The 3 at the back just does not work for Borussia Dortmund, but they won't change system. They played it against me in the first game against us in the league, in the group stage, in the Champions League, and it didn't work. They got destroyed. They're not necessarily getting destroyed here, but they're still not playing very well with this formation, and it's playing into my hands again. 2-0. Dembele. Played in down the left. That's a good cross, and Dembele could cross to Dembele. It's a corner 10 minutes into the second half. We've not long taken the lead, or extended the lead, sorry. They've made a change. Adrian Ramos has come on for Moussa Dembele, so they now have a different striker on the field. Video's actually hurt himself trying to stop that, and Andre Schürrle fires wide. They've also brought on Gonzalo Castro as well. But let's bring on Wolf there for the now injured Video. Unfortunately, might be out for a while. It looked like an awkward fall. That could be a dislocation. Oh, that's a really awkward fall. Could be a dislocation or a broken collarbone or something quite serious. Hopefully it's just a bruise, and he'll only be out for a matter of days rather than weeks, because he is still quite good for me on that left-hand side. But coming down the right-hand side is Gonzalez. I may have overhit that. I did. Aguirre into Abel Hernandez. We use the right back first. There we go. And then Fernandez can play it through there. This three at the back just falls apart every time. They can't cope with the through balls. I'm going to pull this back across goal. Abel Hernandez is on a hat-trick, but he's not going to get it because he's shot against Guerrero's backside. Timor will take the corner. It's a decent delivery. Up goes Retsos, and that's a great header from the youngster. We have a 3-0 lead here at home against Borussia Dortmund. I don't score many corners, but that is an extremely good header from the young Greek. He's risen really well, and the keeper just watches it flying to the top corner. We lead by 3-0. I love that, thank you. Aguirre runs off with it. Don't blow your whistle yet, ref. We could have a fourth. And we may well. Timor hit this early. I really wish I hadn't, but never mind, there's the final whistle. It's a 3-0 victory here against Borussia Dortmund, and I think that might have sealed our progression through to the knockout stages of the competition. The other result in the group was PSG 3, Spartak 2. So we'll have a look at the league table, and we'll have a look at the Champions League group as well, actually, to see whether we have qualified after 4 games. After losing to PSG, we've gone on to win our next 3 Champions League games, and very handsomely indeed as well. We are still 3rd in the table, although we've closed the gap now to Real Madrid by gifting them their first defeat. Celta are still undefeated as well, 6 draws from their opening 10 games. We've got, well, we're the opposite. We're 6 wins, 4 draws. They're 4 wins, 6 draws. So there's 4 points between us, but we are well inside the top 4. In fact, we're 3 points inside the top 3 and only 3 points off first place as well. Vallecano have a point. Go on, the boys. They lost 9 in a row, and now they've won. They've drawn 1. They haven't won yet. Bilbao, they're on fire. I'm sorry. I've just seen that Barcelona are in 18th place. This is why FIFA doesn't make sense sometimes. Real Madrid were 9 games unbeaten, having won 8 of them, and then played like shit against me, and were an easy target. And Barcelona are in the relegation zone after 10 games. Sort your life out, FIFA. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more. I'll see you next time. I forgot to show you the Champions League group, didn't I? Never mind, hang on, hold up. We're 2nd in our Champions League group, level on points with PSG. Goal difference, well, rather heavily in our favour, but obviously in head-to-head terms, PSG beat us, so that's why they're top. With 6 points available, we are 5 points clear of Borussia Dortmund, who will need to beat PSG and beat Spartak Moscow to overtake us. And then all we'll need to do is get 1 win, because if Dortmund need that win against PSG, then that would mean that they won't win any points that week. So we'd need just 1 win against PSG or Spartak. Obviously, PSG would guarantee us progression through. And then we will be in the knockout stages of the Champions League. So after thinking that it was going to be an awful Champions League season, when I initially got battered by PSG, he's out for 8 weeks with a dislocated shoulder. RIP. When I thought it was going to be a poor Champions League showing from us, it's turned out to be some of the best and high-scoring games of our series so far. Right, now, I will see you next time.